Hello, you're welcome to Master T Math Class. In this live class, we want to look at this topic in mathematics, which is sort. Now, let's look at some questions. So, number one, let's evaluate 1 over 1 minus 2 root 3. Here, we rationalize this sort and multiply and divide by the conjugate of denominator, which is multiplied by a conjugate here, that's 1 plus 2 root 3, then divided by, also multiply this by the conjugate, that is 1 minus 2 root 3, multiplied by 1 plus 2 root 3. The next step, we open this bracket. That is, 1 open this bracket, we still have 1 plus 2 root 3, then divided by here. This follows. When we have a minus b into brackets, open brackets, a plus b. And write this as a squared minus b squared. That is, here a is standing as 1, that's 1 square, minus b, that's 2 root 3. And we have 2 root 3 all square. That is, here we have 1 plus 2 root 3 over 1 square, that's 1, minus this square affect 2, that's 2 square, then times also affect root 3, that's root 3 square. That is, here we have 1 plus 2 root 3 divided by 1 minus 2 square, that's 4, then times root 3 square, square cancel square root, we have 3. That is, here we have 1 plus 2 root 3 divided by 1 minus 4 times 3, 12. That is, we have 1 plus 2 root 3 divided by 1 minus 12, we have minus 11. That is, here this becomes, when we separate this into two fractions, is at 1 over minus 11 plus 2 root 3 over minus 11. Yeah, we can write this as minus 1 over 11. Then plus over minus, that's minus. So we have minus 2 over 11 root 3. That is, here we have a simplified form of this sort problem, which implies we have already rationalized this sort. Okay, now let's look at another one here, which will be number 2. We have two divided by root 5, root 2 plus root 5. Also, we rationalize this sort and we multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Here, this becomes 2 times root 2 minus root 5. Also divided by, multiply this by the conjugate as well. That is root 2 plus root 5 times root 2 minus root 5. The next step, we open this bracket. Then to open this bracket, as it's just a constant, we can still leave it as 2 into bracket root 2 minus root 5. Then divided by, here, this also follows when we have a plus b into brackets, open brackets, a minus b. This same thing as a square minus b square. That is, here we can write as root 2 square minus root 5 square. You're welcome to this class. This is Master T Math class. Before we continue, do something for us quickly. Thank you. Just give a thumbs up. Just click on the like button and share this video. If you are joining us for the first time as well, subscribe so as not to miss out on our uploads. Thank you. Then here, up here, we still have 2 into brackets, root 2 minus root 5 divided by, square roots. Square, roots 2 square. Square cancel square roots, we have 2. Minus root 5 square, also square cancel square roots, we have 5 here. That is, we can write this as 2 into bracket root 2 minus root 5. Then divided by 2 minus 5, we have minus 3. And when we write this, and write it, this minus be in front here, and we say minus 2 into bracket root 2 minus root 5 all over 3. Or we can decide to put it as minus 2 over 3 into bracket root 2 minus root 5. So that here we have this as the solution to this given problem here. Okay. Now let's look at another one here as number 3. We have 1 over 1 plus root 2. Now let's consider this as well, which is a simple sort problem. We rationalize this. We multiply denominator and denominator by conjugate of denominator. That is, here we have 1 times 1 minus root 2 divided by, also here multiply this by conjugate 1 plus root 2 times 1 minus root 2. Then we open the brackets. 1 multiply this, still same thing as 1 minus root 2, and divide by, here also when we have a plus b into bracket, open bracket, a minus b, we have a square minus b square. That is, this become 1 square minus root 2 squared. And here we have 1 minus root 2 divided by 1 square is 1 minus root 2 square. Square cancel square root, we have 2. At this, here we have 1 minus root 2 over 1 minus 2 minus 1. Then this here, we can write this as 1 over minus 1 and minus root 2 over minus 1. 1 over minus 1 is minus 1. Minus over minus, that's plus. So we have plus root 2. Root 2 over 1, that's the root 2. You can decide to rewrite this, and we have root 2 first. Then we have minus 1. So the final answer here, we have root 2 minus 1. All right. I believe you are enjoying this class. So do it to watch to the end, and also give your comments and give a thumbs up, put your comments, and also subscribe. Thank you. Now let's look at another one, which is number 4 here. Also a simple, interesting one. 1 divided by 3 minus root 2. Now, when we simplify, multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate sort of denominator, that is, this becomes 1 times 3 plus root 2. 3 plus root 2 here is the conjugate surd here. So divide by, multiply this by the same conjugate. We have 3 minus root 2 times 3 plus root 2. That is, we also open this bracket. When one multiply this, it's still same thing as 3 plus root 2 divided by this same thing when we have a minus b into brackets, open bracket, a plus b. Of course, this is a square minus b square. And here a is 3, that's 3 square minus b is root 2, that's root 2 square. Then here we have 3 plus root 2 over 3 square, that's 9. Then minus this square cancel square root, we have 2. Then this implies we have 3 plus root 2 over 9 minus 2 here, that's 7. So we have this as the simplified form. If you like, we can separate this into two fractions. And we can say this is 3 over 7 plus root 2 over 7. Or we have 3 over 7 plus 1 over 7 root 2. So that is that, what we have there. Or we can bring out 1 over 7 and say this is 3 plus root 2. So 1 over 7 into bracket 3 plus root 2. Alright. Okay. So we can look at another one. Call this as number 5. For number 5, we have 55 divided by 2 root 5 minus 3. Same method, we rationalize this surd now. We multiply and divide by the conjugate surd. So this becomes 55 multiplied by 2 root 5 plus 3. That's the conjugate surd divided by, also multiply this by the conjugate. That is 2 root 5 minus 3 times 2 root 5 plus 3. Okay, so now when we simplify further up here, since it's just a number open, you can still maintain it as 55 over 2 times 2 root 5 plus 3, then divided by, now here this also follows when we have a minus b into brackets, open bracket, a plus b, which you can write as a square minus b square. That is, here a is 2 root 5. We have 2 root 5 all square minus 3 square. Then, here we still have 55 into brackets, 2 root 5 plus 3 close bracket over here square, we affect 2. 2 square, that's 4. Then times root 5 square, that's 5. So that's the meaning of 2 root 5 square. We square 2, that gives us 4. We square root 5, that gives us 5, then minus 3 square, that's 9. Okay, so that here we still have 55 into bracket 2 root 5 plus 3, then over 4 times 5, that's 20 minus 9. That is, here we have 55 into bracket 2 root 5 plus 3 into bracket 20 minus 9, that gives us 11. And here we can say 11 goes here 1, 11 goes here 5. So that we have this as 5 into bracket 2 root 5 plus 3. So that here we have the final answer here as the simplified form of this given problem. So thank you. Let's look at another one here. And they will call this as number 6. We call this as number 6. And we have 1 divided by 3 root 2 root 3. Also, we rationalize this sort. As this becomes 1 times the conjugate here, that's 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by, also here, multiplied by the conjugate. We have 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 multiplied by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. Then, when we simplify, 1 open this bracket. So it's still same thing as 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by this. Also, same thing when we have a minus b times a plus b. This is a squared minus b squared. That is, here we have 3 root 2 squared minus 2 root 3 all squared. Then here we have 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 over, when we square this, the square will affect 3 and root 2. That is 3 squared, that's 9 times. Root 2 squared, that's 2 minus. Also 2 squared, 4 times. Root 3 squared, 3. So that here we have 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 over 9 times 2, 18 minus 4 times 3, 12. That is, this becomes 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 over 18 minus 12. That's 6. That is, we can separate it as 3 root 2 over 6 plus 2 root 3 over 6. Here 3 goes 1, 3 goes here 2. This becomes root 2 over 2 plus. Also 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 3. And root 3 over 3. We can say this is 1 over 2 times root 2 plus 1 over 3 times root 3, which implies we have this as the simplified form of the given solved problem. All right, so let's continue from here. That is, we look at another question here, and we call that number 7. You're welcome, and you're watching us live here at Master T Masterclass. Do it to subscribe and follow us for more interesting videos. Okay. For number 7, we have 1 plus root 3 over 1 minus root 3. To rationalize this, Also, multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate surd of denominator. Here we have 1 plus root 3 times the conjugate here is also 1 plus root 3, which is divided by, multiply this as well by the conjugate. 1 minus root 3 multiplied by also 1 plus root 3. Then we can expand. When we have something like this, same thing multiplying, a times a, we can write that as a squared. Of course, we can write this as 1 plus root 3 whole square divided by, this follows when we have a minus b into bracket, open bracket, a plus b, which same thing as a square minus b square. This here we have 1 square minus root 3 square. That is, next step here, we expand these brackets. When we have a plus b whole square, we can express this as a square plus b square plus 2ab. That is, here we have 1 square plus root 3 square plus 2 times 1 times root 3 divided by 1 square is 1 minus root 3 square is 3. That is, also from here we have 1 square 1 plus root 3 square 3 plus 2 times 1 times root 3, that's still 2 root 3 divided by 1 minus 3 minus 2. That is, we have 1 plus 3 4 plus 2 root 3 over minus 2. Then when we factor 2 up here, or we can say we separate this into two fractions, we have 4 over minus 2 plus 2 root 3 over minus 2. And 4 over minus 2 is minus 2. And plus over minus is minus. 2 cancel each other, we have root 3. And we have minus 2 minus root 3. So this is the simplified form. And if you like, you can write it as minus into bracket 2 plus root 3. So the same thing what we have here. Okay. So let's look at this and get how it is done. All right. We continue from here. Okay. So before we continue, you can try this and see if we get it right. 3 minus 2 root 2 divided by 3 plus 2 root 2. So try and solve this. Okay. Okay, you can drop your comments. What's the solution to this? What do you get in solving this? So let's look at it together and see if your solution is correct. So the same method of rationalization there. So which we are going to call as our number 8 now. Going to be our number 8 question. So which is 3 minus 2 root 2 divided by 3 plus 2 root 2. And when we rationalize this here, we also multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugates of the denominator. Here we can say this is 3 minus 2 root 2 times the conjugate here is also 3 minus 2 root 2. Then divided by, multiply this also by the conjugate. As this we have 3 plus 2 root 2 multiplied by 3 minus 2 root 2. So that is the first method in rationalization of surds. Now when you look at it, ideally, we use same thing here. So normally, this, when they cancel out, when this one cancel each other, we still have the same thing. So, but the method, we are not going to cancel again like that. Instead, we open the bracket. And when we open the bracket, yeah, same thing inside the bracket. Just like when we have a times a. This is a square. Also, we can say 3 minus 2 root 2 all square. Then divided by, this also follows when we have into brackets, open bracket, a minus b. And call this as a square minus b square. As this here a is 3, that's 3 square minus 2 root 2 all square. Then this becomes the expansion here. When we have a minus b all square, we can say this is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So apply this here, we have 3 square plus 2 root 2 all square, then minus 2 times 3 times 2 root 2 divided by 3 square, that's 9, then minus 2 square, 2 root 2 square. The square affect 2, that's 4. Square affect root 2, that's 2. So 4 times 2. As this we have 3 square, 9. Plus also the square here affect 2 and root 2. Excuse me. Then the square here affect 2, that's 2 square, that's 4. Then times root 2 square, also 2, minus 2 times 3 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6 times 2, 12. That's 12 root 2 over 9 minus 4 times 2, 8. That is, we have 9 plus 4 times 2, also 8, minus 12 root 2 over 9 minus 8, that's 1. This we have 9 plus 8, 17, minus 12 root 2 over 1. Same thing as 17 minus 12 root 2. Okay? So that's 17 minus 12 root 2. Alright. So that is that for this particular question. That's how to handle it. Okay, now let's look at another one. Another simple and interesting one here. So let's consider this. I will label this as number 9. So we have 1 over root 3 plus 1. So when we want to simplify, we rationalize as well. And we just multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate sort of the denominator. This becomes 1 times root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1 times root 3 minus 1. That is 1 times this is still same thing as root 3 minus 1 over this is just when we have a plus b times a minus b, which is same thing as a square minus b square. Here we have root 3 square minus 1 square. Then this becomes root 3 minus 1 over root 3 square 3 minus 1 square 1. At this we have root 3 minus 1 over 3 minus 1 2. If you like, you can say this is root 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2. Or better still, you have 1 over 2 root 3 minus 1 over 2. And 1 over 2 is common. You can say 1 over 2 into bracket root 3 minus 1. So this here we have the simplified form of that. Before we continue, do something for us quickly. Just give a thumbs up and share this video so that it will get to people that actually need this kind of thing. So share it, give it a share. And also if you have a comment, you are free to put it in the comments section, and subscribe if you are new here. We do videos in this channel daily in mathematics. So you might want to see our videos. Subscribe in order not to miss out. And thank you for doing that. Now, let's consider this question as well. The simple one. We have root 2 divided by 2 root 2 minus 3. Also, we rationalize this, multiply the numbers here by the conjugate of the denominator. So what we have up becomes root 2 multiplied by the conjugate here, that's root 2 plus 3. Then divided by, also here we have 2 root 2 minus 3 times 2 root 2 plus 3. So that here we have root 2, we can use root 2 to open this bracket. Root 2 times root 2, that's 2. 2 times 2, 4. So we can say this is 2 times root 2, or, okay, we can say 2 root 2 times root 2 plus 3 times root 2. So we have used this root 2 to open. And this follows when we have a minus b into bracket, open bracket, a plus b. This is a square minus b square. And this a is 2 root 2 all square. B is 3, that's minus 3 square. Now, root 2 times root 2, that's 2. Then 2 times 2, 4. So this one gives us 4 here, plus 3 root 2 over, here square affects 2. 2 square 4 times root 2 square, that's 2, minus 3 square 9 equals to 4 plus 3 root 2 over 4 times 2, 8 minus 9. Then this becomes 4 plus 3 root 2 over 8 minus 9 minus 1. We can split this into two fractions and write it as 4 over minus 1 plus 3 root 2 over minus 1. 4 over minus 1, we can write it as minus 4. Plus over minus, that's minus 3 root 2. Of course, you can say this minus into brackets 4 plus 3 root 2. So you have this a simplified form of the given surd problem. Okay, so that's what we have for that. Then also we can still look at more of this. So let's look at this interesting one. Okay, so we should have this as number 11 in this class. Let's consider this 1 divided by 2 plus root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 minus root 3. You see, this there's a little change there. We had to sort together. So when we look at this, so let's try this first before we do it together. Let's try it for just 1 minute. All right, you can try that. Okay, so let's look at this now together here. Now, the way we solve fraction, we can bring this together and we say the SCM. So we get the SCM on here. The SCM is still going to give us 2 plus root 3 multiplied by 2 minus root 3. So that you can say that 2 plus root 3 goes here now. It's like 2 plus 2 root 3 cancel each other. We have 2 minus root 3 left. Then 2 minus root 3 left here, multiply 1. We now have 1 times 2 minus root 3, then plus. Also same thing here, 2 minus root 3 cancel out here. We have 2 plus root 3 left, then times 1. We have 1 into brackets, 2 plus root 3. Okay, so that from here we can expand. 1 open what we have up here. This will give us 2 minus root 3, then plus. Also, this one still become 2 plus root 3 divided by the expansion here also, when we have a plus b into brackets, open brackets, a minus b. This is a square minus b square. So that here we have 2 square minus root 3 square. Then up here, we can collect the like terms. This is the one we sort. Bring it together. And of course, minus root 3 plus root 3 is cancelling each other there. You have 2 plus 2, 4 over 2 square is 4. Then minus, yeah, square cancel square root, you have 3. You have 4 over 4 minus 3, 1. 4 over 1, that's 4. So the answer here is 4. And thank you for connecting with us live here as Master T Master Class. We really appreciate your time for watching and sharing this video. Also giving your thumbs up. Thank you for being part of this channel. See you next class and bye for now.